Like, people like the look of freckles, people appreciate like smile lines, and like wrinkles aren't necessarily the worst thing. Whereas I think in Asia specifically, there's an emphasis on looking young a lot of the time, whereas I think back home we want to always look more mature than we are. And I guess like skincare, makeup, it all comes into play with that. I guess most of the beauty standards that I saw were not necessarily from Irish sources, but more so from American sources. But I also had, like, my mom was very supportive of us, and she would always tell us, oh, like, you're really beautiful, like, you look great. Like, she would be very supportive. So I guess that never changed the beauty standard that I had. So like blue eyes, like blonde hair was always a thing that I had in my head that was like the most beautiful. I mean, more so than Asia, I think in Europe it's more about looking healthier. So like a healthier body type than just being thin. But there was definitely a period in my life growing up where I thought, oh, to be beautiful you have to be stick thin, which I know is not the case, but when you see it in magazines, you see it on TV shows, it really confuses you, and you start to believe that that is the only way to be beautiful. And why I realized it wasn't the only way to be beautiful or the only set standard of beauty was because I realized my body can't do it. And with that, I started to research, oh, there are different body types, and not all body types are the same. And you know, once you get into your teenage years, you think about clothes a lot more, and what looks good on your friends doesn't necessarily look good on you. And I think I had a very slow learning process into what actually suits my body and what doesn't. And that kind of helped me accept that this is the body that I have and I have to work with it. And if I want to make changes to it, I can, but it's not necessarily a must. It is changing the perception of beauty and body. I still feel every teenager is going to go through that thing of thinking, oh, my friend has a great body type and I don't, or my friend looks great in those jeans but I don't. So I feel like it's just a natural process of growing up as a woman to have these struggles with your body, and if you don't, I mean, great, that's amazing. But I feel like most women, and I don't think this is necessarily an Irish thing, I think it's worldwide, there will be those struggles, but the only thing I would hope is that people, or women especially, just set their own beauty standard. I mean, not to look at the beauty standards for different countries or their own country, but to realize that they in themselves are beautiful, and they do have like worth, and their body isn't just something that should look good. It should also function, and it should be healthy. Oh, so many. In my own journey and my journey with my body, I mean, I can't say with confidence that I'm 100% there. There is still things that I would like to work on, even just the voice in my head, and like how I speak to myself within myself is something that I really am currently trying to work on, because there are always things that I see in the mirror that I'm like, oh, that's not great, or wow, like that's something that I see that I don't like. But if I could change the way I think about myself, then I think I would be a happier person in my own body. And it's something that I need to unlearn. And I don't know whether I've learned it through the years of looking at other people and comparing myself, or whether it's just something that is connected with being like growing up and becoming more mature. but it's definitely something that I need to work on. So not 100% in my journey yet, but definitely on the way. Ooh, I think the moment where I found acceptance for myself was when I was studying in China, and I had like little old ladies or like, you know, older women tell me, oh, like you would look so beautiful if you lost 20 kg, or wow, you're so fat. And I know that it's not coming from a mean place, but it also made me realize the beauty standards in every country are different. And no matter where you are, if you're only setting the way you look against beauty standards, you'll never be happy. So I think for me, it was just a moment of, if I can't be my own beauty standard, then I'm never going to be happy with how my body looks. So I just decided to accept that this is who I am. I can change it if I want to, but at the moment I'm happy with who I am and how I look. I feel like with plastic surgery, if you really want to have it done and you really believe that this is going to make your life better, or you feel more confident in yourself, then I'd say go for it. I personally would never do plastic surgery, but not because I'm against it, just because I like the way I look. But I know that's not the case for everyone, and I feel like if you do want to change something, you should be able to do that freely without having people judge you for it. I think Scarlett Johansson definitely had a big impact on me. So like seeing her be a little bit fuller than the usual like Hollywood actress, a little bit more curvier, a little bit more pear-shaped, was definitely a real inspiration to me, because I thought, oh wow, like she's in Hollywood, she's very successful, she's very beautiful, and she does have a similar body type to me. So that was, yeah, someone who I felt like I could see myself in her. So even just thinking about Hollywood and American movies, we're seeing more and more people who are more like normal people, and we are starting to see a more rationalized view of what a Hollywood actress would be, or an actor, and they're not so far from the reality that we might see on the streets or in our neighborhoods. And I feel like there has definitely been a lot of effort put behind making it so that everyone is better represented. But I feel like there is still a long way to go so that we have inclusivity and include more body types, more races, more people who don't necessarily look like the typical Hollywood actress or actor. And I feel like change is very slow, but there has been an effort already in the past few years to represent more types of people. Our acceptance comes from ourselves, first of all, and then, I mean, it's great to hear compliments, of course, but we shouldn't take the opinions of others as something higher than our own opinion of ourselves.